Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the As Seen on TV podcast for the Vampire Diaries. Season 8, Episode 9, The Simple Intimacy of the Near Touch. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me is Dom.
I don't feel very intimate right now.
Well, it's supposed to be a near touch with somebody else, not yourself.
Dom.
You're leaving him hanging.
He doesn't want to touch you.
He's
not even nearly.
He's not going to be touched. And technically, it's not nearly. There's a couple hundred miles and magical internet technology. Anyway.
Even a couple hundred miles.
Also joining me are Kim and Nikki.
Yeah.
Places.
Hi.
Got me all thrown off. So everything that happened in this episode can just be swept away by me and ignored because I have something that really caught my attention. Matt is finally useful.
What?
And is no longer the token human, even though they'll probably...
He did something.
I don't believe you.
Not that he did something, he has the destiny to do something in the future that is important to everybody not dying.
I mean, it doesn't have to be him, though. It could be his father.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. After I got all excited, like, oh my God.
his sister could come back from the dead and do it too,
I'm
so
thinking,
there's
like,
that.
Matt's useful, and I'm like, oh, his dad will probably do it.
Hey, I'm okay with that, because then it just proves, it just, you know, keeps, it's confirmation from the very get-go, as soon as we started this podcast, that we've all been saying that Matt is useless. So if his dad does it, we're all still on the right page.
And that's why it hit home with me, because we have been saying that since we started this in Season 5. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's the token human.
Yeah.
And even when, like, he started getting bigger parts, we're just like, we ended up being like, whatever, we don't care about Matt.
It only took 8 years.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed.
I guess Julie Plec finally realized, like, he's kind of been just there for 8 seasons. He's got to do something.
I mean, there's some other shows. I'm not going to mention them by name because they would be huge spoilers if I did. But there's plenty of shows that have done absolutely nothing with a character and then made them be the big all, be all, end all at the very final season. And you're just like, wait, this whole time this was what they had planned? No, I don't believe that. You know.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be really awesome. Say you have like an 8, in this case, like an 8-season show, and the one person that's been useless has actually been the bad guy the entire time.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, have Matt actually be the villain.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of been the last couple seasons.
You know,
he's been anti-vampire.
What I think it's going to come down to, because it says that the bell, it was confirmed that the bell is the only thing that can kill a siren. Well, we know from the tuning fork that Bonnie's also affected. So I think it's going to come down to that, witches also die by the bell, or get really, really, messed up to the point where they might as well have died.
For whom the bell tolls.
And so Matt's going to be like, I can't ring it because it'll kill Bonnie.
Unless Bonnie drinks blood of a Enzo variety.
On to that, she comes back from France with a vial of Enzo's blood around her neck. Which gets everybody thinking, of course, like, Bonnie, are you going to really turn yourself into a vampire?
See, and this is something that actually has never even crossed my mind for half a second when it came to the Elena loophole. Right?
If she got turned
Bonnie could drink vampire blood, die with blood in her system, come back to life as a vampire. There's the whole thing that, Kai put into place that, if you try to cheat with any kind of loophole, then she dies, you both die, whatever the spell was. But I don't know if that's cheating.
Any witchy business, and that means any magical mojo, which being a vampires are magic. We learned that from the Heretics, being able to siphon their power. So I think it matters. I think it actually counts.
And I think Kai would have been a smart enough, witch to realize that, vampires are a thing, and that could, he probably put that stipulation in there.
Right, but it's
Especially
something that never
because it
even
became-
crossed my mind until this episode is the point, because Bonnie's always been so anti-vampire. Like, you go back, especially season 1, and how much she hated Damon, and by proximity, hated Stefan, and, like, the whole, like, Elena distance that it put between them because of it. Like, it never, in a million years, I never even considered the fact that Bonnie would want to be a vampire. Not in a million years.
No, because she wouldn't.
Except now she kind of does. Or maybe she, Enzo could take the cure.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
What? Where? How? How is he going to take the cure?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Where
That's
is
my
the
other.
cure?
That's my question. Like, there was the cure, and
Silas took it.
right now,
And then there was the other cure.
the other cure.
Catherine took it.
Catherine took it. That was the one they pulled out of the pocket dimension.
The prison world.
Yeah, the prison world.
There is another prison world, though.
So are they going to pull the cure out of that one?
That's kind of what I got the impression of. Like, there's the prison world that the Heretics were living in, which was different than the prison world that Kai was living in. And the prison worlds are exact duplicates of the world with all of the magic things in them, which means if the cure existed in Kai's time, the cure definitely existed in the Heretics' time. Because it was imprisoned with Silas at basically the beginning of this.
Yeah, that works.
Oh boy.
And that brings up, if that's their idea for getting the cure back, well, then if, like, for example, we saw Celine and, they're after the 3 pieces of the bell here. If a different party each has a piece of the bell, why not just go to the prison world and get the bell out of there? All the magical objects are in the same place.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't do that in the heretic dimension because the bell wasn't made then.
Yeah, it was. The bell was made in, like...
Kai's pocket world it was.
And the Heretics were... They were put into that
19
dimension in 1900. The bell was forged in 18-something or 17-something. When Mystic Falls was founded.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
it's,
guess.
it's in there.
Okay.
If we want to talk loopholes and stuff like that.
Well, what if, like, okay, those dimensions were made to hold these people. What when the people aren't there anymore? What the fuck happens to it? It just sits there.
They're still there, yeah.
I thought
It
it
just
was
sits
like
there, but it's not like it's taking up space. It's occupied through magic. It exists in its own world. Like, it's not like other people can just stumble into it. I think if you know how to get to it, you can tap into it. Like Bonnie, the spell basically relied on a Bennett witch.
yeah,
it was
but
formed
Miss
with her,
Bennett
so-
Witch doesn't have powers, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's the only.
Oh,
I
That's
mean-
the only
Forgot
issue
about
with
that.
this.
Where the
Yeah.
fuck
At
is she
the
going to get
moment.
the cure then? She at the moment
At the
doesn't
moment.
have...
Can
Okay, for Kai's dimension, it relied on her blood and a key and the alignment of the moon, not necessarily her powers.
relied on a witch to use the spell.
Kai
Not
coulda did it.
necessarily her.
He just needed her blood, right?
Yes, correct.
Mhm.
And the key. So, I mean, any witch can do it as long as they have a little drop of Bonnie.
Including siphoners.
The
AKA
little- The kiddos.
Twins.
the only witches that we know exist right now on the show.
Yeah.
That we know
I mean,
of.
unless they're just going to get some random person, but the siphoners are the only witches that we actively have mentioned on our show at the moment.
Very true.
Back it, sorry.
So, the episode title is a callback to Season 1 with the whole Mystic Falls pageant, where, that was a whole theme of this episode. That's the first time that, as Stefan puts it, that Damon, I don't know, he planted the seed, I forget the wording he used, like, just pulled Elena away from him.
Well, he got the idea that he could take Elena.
That was it, right. He got the idea that he could take her.
Yeah.
Stefan sounds kind of bitter for someone who doesn't give a shit about anything.
Yeah, he did. Sounded really like it bothered him. And that's it. Like it. I sat there and I was a little like, why does it sound like?
What bothers him is that Damon still has that sense of humanity in him right now. And that Elena is a trigger and he doesn't know it. But Stefan knows it's Elena.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know that when the vampires, quote-unquote, turn their emotions off, that all their emotions aren't off.
Mm-mm.
They still have emotion. It's certain ones that are shut off. It's the ones that are capable of having compassion and that. Like, they still have anger and stuff like that, which those emotions can lead to other emotions, and that's why you usually see when they shut their emotions off that they try, oh, you're angry? That's an emotion. Like, they're trying to, like, remind them that they have emotions still, and it can trigger other ones as well.
Yeah, like, you know, Caroline was trying to be like, you know, remember the sadness, remember the pain, and remember this, and remember that, and Stefan just didn't give a shit. That's why she said, fuck you.
Because apathy is kind of an emotion.
Kinda, yeah. An emotional state.
Isn't anything an emotion? I mean,
Right, so I'm saying they can't be void of all emotion. They have emotion when they quote unquote shut
freaking
them.
zombies
They
eating
just-
brains.
It's a I don't give a fuck. So it's a I don't give a it's a.
Yeah.
I'll do
It's
it.
more
Badger
their-
emotion.
No,
It's more they're severing their tie to their feeling of connection. Is
Especially
more
right
what it
now.
is. Yeah.
Especially right now, yeah. Well, good thing that Stefan is, you know, immortal, and not just ageless immortal, because, yeah.
Caroline was a fantastic shot.
A very fantastic shot. It's almost like she was aiming.
He was angry. He was very.
Well, down goes Stefan, temporarily. I'm guessing he's going to go have a chit-chat with Cade, like, you know, Damon and said Sybil did, and then be back to his old shenanigan self.
Didn't he get up and walk away at the end of the episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so I mean, the whole Cade talk either didn't happen or we just weren't clued in.
Off screen.
We weren't-
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh, it's starting to bother me now that we have ties to hell and all these characters that are dead, and we have not seen any of them, like any of the previously dead characters. Like, this is the final season. This should be the time to have all these throwbacks to
7
characters that we've
episodes
lost. Yeah,
left. 7.
and we haven't
Still
had
early.
any. Like, even I would love to see Silas again. You know, like anything.
I'm sure we'll get
Want
them.
Kai. You just want Kai. Don't.
I do.
He
I
just
do want
wants
Kai.
He really does.
No, Kai's not in hell because he didn't die immortal. He died immortal if he even fucking died.
He didn't die.
Exactly. So he wouldn't be in hell anyways.
His death is an illusion.
His death is an illusion.
Well, he could cast illusions, so it's very possible.
Yeah. All right, then.
B, don't worry. I'm still getting my Chris Wood fix on. He's on Supergirl, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm still enjoying
all-
him over there,
okay.
but he's still not Kai.
We were all going like this except for Cleo. She was just like,
She was just probably like,
even Dom was like, whew, whew.
the Chris Wood obsession.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, God. I just,
I
So-
hope the very last scene of this show is just Kai smiling.
Pan over and there he is, just
Hi, I've been alive all the time.
End of
It's all
series.
Mercury.
Done.
big
It's all
smile.
Kai's
It's
would
like a
come
fault.
up.
wink. Or better yet, it's revealed that the entire show was just Kai's illusion.
Oh my God. I don't even know where I
I'd be
was going with this
disappointed
right
and
now.
happy at the same time.
It would be the worst ending ever, but I would love it.
It would be the most terrible ending ever. Yeah.
It was all just a dream.
So, the three...
Yeah, not having a Bob Newhart ending at all.
So where are the three pieces of the bell at this point? I know Caroline has the ball, the striker, Because Stefan just... Didn't Stefan give it to her?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Stefan gave it to Caroline.
After he put Damon down, he
All
took
right.
the striker from him and gave it to Caroline.
Okay.
Like, he just like, here, take it, go kill a siren, have fun.
So, Matt, Dorian, and Celine are sharing the
Bell.
Tuning fork.
bell
Oh.
and the tuning fork.
Okay.
So, that's where all the pieces are.
So, I mean, I'm assuming that Caroline's cooperating with Matt at this point. Until she finds out that the bell potentially is going to kill her daughters.
Well, her daughters are far, far away right now. I don't think they're getting any close.
True.
I think
The only, like I said, I think the what's gonna change is when Matt or his dad goes to ring the bell. They're gonna be stopped because it's going to kill Bonnie too,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
and
gonna
the girls.
stop them.
couldn't they all just go away? I mean, there's a
We don't know
Wait.
the range. This bell may have infinite range.
I don't think they could put that much. That's a lot of fucking magic to make something affect the whole
They
world.
said it had 100 times the power of the tuning fork.
Thousand.
Okay,
a thousand
that
times.
doesn't mean range. It could just mean the power. Like the tuning fork, makes them rage and pain, whereas one ring with the whole bell put together could just evaporate them. Doesn't mean they could be all the way across the world and it still works.
But I mean,
No,
you said
but
that's a lot of power, but that was a lot of witches that put, the power into that bell.
Yeah.
There was a lot of witches, magic wielders who put
It's
the
like
freaking dome over Mystic Falls.
It's like the quote-unquote meteor impact that we had that wiped out all the dinosaurs. One impact of that covered the entire planet in dust. One strike of this bell could, with enough force, could cover the entire planet and wipe out all the sirens.
There's 2 sirens. Why would it be? Yeah.
There's 2 that we know of.
Yeah.
The only way that I would accept that is if it decimates whatever part of hell Kate is running to.
It might. We don't know.
Like, it affects him. And
I don't think it's going to
originally-
kill every witch on the Earth because that would cause trouble for the originals.
That's why I figure, it's definitely proximity, but the range isn't huge. Like, they're in Mystic Falls, which is Virginia, and Alaric and the girls are in Houston?
Yeah, they're in Texas.
Yeah, so...
The originals are between them, so...
Exactly. I don't think it's going to reach that far. I think it's probably only going to, be in the Mystic Falls area, because that's how they usually do it. I mean, with the other side being gone, it didn't even really affect the originals, because they have their own little other side there. I mean, they have the witches in their...
It's different.
It's different, but it's still supernatural entities going to another side. But
It's not that
contained.
another side exists where they were like it's tied to their
ancestry. I know.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's
ancestral magic. It's weird. It's different than the other
voodoo
side.
thing.
Yeah,
it's the same, but it's not. But I'm just saying,
it's only because they were
you would-
consecrated. If they died and were not consecrated, they would not exist in their land. So it functions very different from the other side.
I don't know. I just figure it would be kind of affected because supernatural death and all that jazz. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that because
Bell of Doom. Kills witches dead.
that
We don't know. We don't know what it does.
And Matt's got to do it.
matter is dead.
Or
His
Vicky.
dad. His dad's not going to last the season.
I don't think we're gonna see.
No, they're going to kill off his dad to have some kind of emotional I forgive you moment with Matt in tears and all that stuff.
Everybody dies around Matt.
Everybody
Matt's
dies.
father's going to sacrifice himself so Matt could ring the bell, and that's exactly
And
what's
the
going to
bell's not gonna get rang because they're gonna want to say Bonnie. No,
No, Bonnie will drink the blood, and then Bonnie will die, and then she'll come back, and it'll be fine.
And then
we'll
her and
see
Elena,
Catherine.
and then her and Elena's heads will explode.
No, and then we find out Kai was actually just bluffing the whole time.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
just comes
God.
out and he's just like,
there was no magic loophole spell put into place. If Bonnie cheated it, then it would have worked. But they didn't want to risk it. We don't know. We don't know what Kai said, if that's actually the truth.
I don't see him bluffing over that.
To make them miserable? Yes, I 100% see that.
No, I'm with Dom. That's the kind of psychological torture Kai was into.
Yeah.
It could just be a simple sleeping spell that's on Elena, or a really powerful one, but
But yes, he is.
It could be broken with the Sleeping Beauty kiss.
Has Damon
cynical, though.
Has Damon tried kissing her unconscious body? We don't know.
I don't think
he has.
so.
He kissed her on the forehead before they put her into cold storage or whatever.
Okay.
Forehead's different.
He still kissed her.
The forehead doesn't work.
Did Prince Charming kiss Snow White on the forehead? No.
No.
He should have. That's just gross. They only knew each other for like a week.
That's very true.
Beauty,
and she was dead.
Snow White, it's all on the lips. Yeah, Snow White was dead.
She was dead.
Yeah.
And he kissed her. She was like...
The Sleeping Beauty was sleeping.
Yes. That's... Well, she was also like 12 when the prince kissed her,
Yeah,
so... I mean, Disney hyped up her age a little bit by like a few years just to make it okay, but in the original story, she's 12 years old and the prince is like 19.
And the Disney also made the dwarves less rapey. I mean, we're gonna put that there. All cards on the table.
Oh, we were gonna get all into like the old...
I don't know. I saw the best loophole for Snow White being we're talking about that. She could have just had the dwarves bribe every minion of the evil queen. They mined fucking huge fucking diamonds. They were rich. They could have just bribed everybody, been like, here's a bunch of diamonds. Go kill the queen while in her sleep.
But Snow White didn't really have a say with those dwarves. They pretty much made her a slave. Because they saved her life when she was out in the forest near death.
We're not talking about the Disney. We're talking about...
No, not. Well, oh, you were talking about the Disney version. Okay,
I thought that's what he was talking about. Yeah, we're not talking about the Disney.
I thought we were talking about the diamonds in Caroline's engagement ring.
Yeah, that
she gave back.
She threw that back. She's like, fucking have it back, you jerk.
And he was just kind of whatever. And he just walked
It's
out.
not like she's ready to go on the road with it. She was gonna like go with him. Why she goes and kills people?
I'm sitting here feeling like that one of us, and I think I might have actually said this, I can't really remember, called it that, oh, Stefan's going on it for a year. Yeah, he's going to turn his humanity off, and at the end of the year, he's not going to stop.
I think we all knew that.
Oh, no, we all kind of came to the conclusion that was going to happen.
No, he's going to stop. He's saying it now that he's not, but when the time comes, he'll stop. He's going to stop before that, I think, actually. There's no way the next 7 episodes are taking place over the course of 1 year.
That's true.
Yeah, probably not. You're right.
And they're not going to end the series with Stefan still working for Cade.
You know what was freaking cool? When Damon, when Sybil was, going to try to, mind fuck him again, he was just like, boop, get the hell out of my head. He, sizzled her or something. She's like, what the fuck was that? She looked like she got, hurt.
His mental avatar, what did he, smash her face into a mirror or something?
Yeah, smashed her face into a mirror.
How the hell did you do that? That's a very good question. How the hell did you do that?
Elena has more power over him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Damon, we know that he likes to jump into dreams. He's kind of known how to do these kind of things for a long time, and now he has this extra power, and he knows Sybil's touch and her presence, so he can easily block her out now.
He knows her game.
Yeah. I just thought that was awesome. I was just like, oh, you should have did something way worse than that. Dude, you should have hurt her.
I cannot believe the way they ended this episode, though.
Yeah, I was all, oh, great, you got Sybil tied up. You can torture her. Who the fuck knows what's going to go on here? And then...
Have your switch.
You got that 180'd on me completely. Did not
expect that. Here's all of your memories back. All at once.
Yep, and all the things you did for Cade, and yeah.
See, and now, that whole scene with Tyler and everything, it's paying off. You know, I was like, oh, them killing Tyler was just so one-off-ish, and like I did not enjoy it at the time. I mean, why would anybody enjoy Tyler dying? But it's just the point of like, it didn't seem to mean anything then, but now like, yeah, it's gonna do some damage.
Especially when it wasn't like Damon's will to turn his humanity back on. It was forced upon him, so now he has to. It's just like a huge amount of shock, and he has to try to crawl out of a fucking hole that he just dug without any help.
Right.
Whereas before he could have eased himself out easily.
I mean, she warned him, turn your humanity back on, you're going to be crushed with guilt. And
Damon, when he's feeling guilty, oh my god, he's one of the biggest whiniest bitches.
Yeah.
You'd think that, like, Stefan gets pretty bad, but yeah.
Damon gets worse.
Well, he's like, violent and
he gets droopy. He doesn't get emo or, like, you know,
he gets
whatever.
emo. No, he gets really...
It's worse than emo. It's
like,
worse.
Drinks a bunch and he breaks things. And he just...
That's just the alcoholic side of him.
His inner Eeyore comes out, and he just gets all...
He doesn't get
Brood.
mopey.
He's a brooder. He broods.
He's been mopey before.
Stefan is the brooder.
No.
That's why yeah, Stefan.
Damon's called him out on being brutish.
Yes,
they're both broody.
They both
Damon's
are
more of the moper.
Moper.
He's the one that, like, if his
Damon
arms
is the
were
hopeless
long
romantic.
enough,
And the moper.
he's the one that if his arms were too long, he'd hunch over and his knuckles would grind on the ground because he's just like all hunched over. I'm gonna cry.
I lost my tail.
Anyway. Is there anything you want to mention about this episode before I go into next week's promo? Preview, synopsis stuff.
What about
I'm just
the girl
a little
that, that Stefan turned?
Oh, yeah.
And now Caroline is taking under her wing.
I forgot about that. Stefan had all of them compelled.
All of them compelled with blood in their system, so he could kill them all, and they'd all become little vampire girlies. His little harem of
Except
young.
only Miss Mystic Falls got it. Or would have been Miss Mystic Falls.
Did I win? Well, the judge did choose you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they all would have been in the same situation if Caroline didn't just stab him.
Yeah.
So...
I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. I don't think she's going to last, though.
I don't think so either.
No.
I mean, she was initially, you know, begging Caroline to kill her.
Yeah.
Hopefully Damon does it.
He's,
I don't know, I kind of like...
expendable.
She is expendable, and I see a lot of resemblance to when Caroline first was turned, too.
Yeah.
Not personality, really, but, like, looks, definitely. Maybe that's why Stefan picked her.
Yeah, could be.
Probable, yeah. But I don't think Damon's going to be doing much of anything for a while.
No.
No.
I think he might turn around and actually try to kill Sybil, or at least, like, dismember her and spread her body parts all over the frickin' world.
Yeah. Take her apart and scatter her.
Well, we know that, you know, taking her, like, taking a piece of her out and such doesn't really work. Because she came back after her heart was ripped out, but...
Yeah.
But harder when body parts are not...
Exactly. Especially if there's thousands of miles between each piece.
Put her through a wood chipper. It worked for Bobby with the Japanese whatever the fuck monster on Supernatural.
The Kitsune?
Was it a Kitsune? All I know is he needed a ridiculously specific weapon from Japan that he would never get. It's like, how'd you kill it? Wood chipper. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Throw Sybil through.
Either way, you know, yeah, you wood chipper and just feed her to the fishes.
Exactly. There you
I'm
go.
gonna say, I'm like, throw it in the ocean.
Anyways,
next episode is called Nostalgia's Bitch.
not nostalgia is a bitch, or nostalgia's, so nostalgia is a person.
Nostalgia's bitch. It's in
Possessive
season
case.
1. in season 1, it was actually in the Miss Mystic Falls episode. It was Damon talking to Anna, Jeremy's girlfriend, Annabelle. That's where the title comes from.
Okay, then.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Sybil enacts revenge on Damon by putting him in a catatonic state.
Of course. God damn it.
Caroline and Bonnie enter Damon's mind and run into familiar faces from the past, only to discover Stefan is the key to Damon's fate. What a surprise. It's a race against time for the Bell as both Sybil and her sister Celine jockey for its control. That's it.
Faces from the past. Does that mean we're gonna get Lexi?
Maybe. I heard she was coming back.
Yeah, we need Lexi back this season.
Does that mean Catherine?
I hope.
Maybe.
I mean, at this point, even Elena is from the past.
They can get by, I think, on just redoing scenes that already happened and just having Damon in them and having his reactions and things change and her fading in and out. They can get away with that for the whole season, as far as I'm concerned. So I think it'll be fine. But it's just the emphasis that they put here on the power that Elena has over Damon, that if Nina Dobrev does not show up for the final episode, like, this whole season is ruined, as far as I'm concerned. They've built it up so much, whether you want to see her or you don't want to see her. If they don't bring her in, it's not going to have the same impact at this point.
Okay, I kind of have, because you guys were talking about Bonnie taking the blood, becoming a vampire, and the whole loophole, like, if they end up both dying if something happens. Well, say it kind of happens, right? But when Elena passes, it kind of goes back to the book, which we've had brought up a couple times. She actually becomes an angel. She comes down, saves the frickin' day, end of series.
Maybe. She didn't remain an angel through the whole book series, though.
No, but I mean, this is the last season. This is the only time where they could actually kind of bring it in.
I don't know.
So Bonnie dies because of vampires. So this is the whole head thing. Bonnie doesn't actually die, but Elena dies, becomes an angel, and then goes back.
I'm with Dom, though. They built this whole thing up that Elena is the key to, like, you know, basically Damon, not just controlling Damon in general. You know, I'd be also disappointed if she didn't show back up in some way. Why do I feel like we're forgetting something?
Let me just rewind in my head a quick few minutes.
A few minutes?
Yep. That's how long it takes me to think back on an episode like this. Nah, I'm getting nothing. So far. I'm about at the Mystic pageant right now. I'm still not getting anything.
Okay, good. We covered everything. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
And now after that weird moment of silence, that's our show, everyone. Dom, where can they find you?
You can find me down below, over here, at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Kim, where can they find you?
Also on Twitter, HUFFITY.
Nikki, where can they find you?
Yeah, also on the Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
You can find me on the Twitter at Thilidrin, right there. You can find all of us on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, MySpace, and YouTube at ASOTV Podcasts. You could follow us at those places for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and games. Thank you all for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Do you not know how to spell out your name? You're the only person that doesn't spell out your name. Do you not know how to spell?
Blah, blah, blah.
SMRT.
Yeah, that's what I thought.